Savannah, Georgia. Rick, good morning. You're next.
Yes, I was just wondering if you still feel like Michael Avenatti is the greatest thing in the world and should run for president of the United States.
That's
and
funny.
my suggestion is whatever CNN says, do the opposite and you'll be fine.
Thank you for the call. So let me describe what you're referring to. You're describing a right-wing meme about me and Michael Avenatti from several years ago. I almost forgot how to say Avenatti's name. It's been so long. He's been out of the news for so long. Everybody remembers him, I suppose, from early on in the Trump years. And so I interviewed Avenatti on TV several years ago. And one of the questions I asked him, I said to him, are you thinking about running for president? Because that was a crazy idea that was out there at the time. And I said I was taking him seriously because he was really, really good at interviews and getting in front of the cameras and controlling the narrative about his clients and his stories. I think what President Trump taught a lot of people is that politicians these days have to be media masterminds. And certainly Donald Trump was, and in some ways still is. He knows how to get attention. And we live in this attention economy. So a lot of folks, I think, looked at Avenatti and said, well, he sure knows how to get attention also. He's become kind of one of Trump's nemesis out there, and Avenatti is doing that. So I asked this question on TV for about 15 seconds, and Avenatti smiled, and we moved on. That's the kind of 15-second moment on TV that gets snipped and clipped and shared and becomes a meme in right-wing media. People like Sean Hannity and others play it on TV, and then it gets spread on right-wing websites, and it becomes this attack point to make fun of people like me out of context, stripped away of any of the context I just shared. So that is an interesting example that, you say, do I think he's the greatest thing? I don't even remember, how to spell his last name, but in your mind, you think I'm really into him. So I think that's an interesting example of this distorted media world that we live in today, where a 15-second moment on CNN, something that happened on a random Sunday morning becomes a meme and a narrative that actually doesn't really reveal anything. But I take the point, because I think it's significant to show that if you don't actually watch CNN, you might only think of our worst or stupidest moments. I remember one day on CNN, I was live on TV covering a snowstorm, and I fell down the stairs on live TV. And it was like my most embarrassing moment in TV. And a couple of my friends still make fun of me for it, still use it against me if they want to tease me. If you don't watch CNN, all you're going to know of us are the moments when we fall down the stairs. But I would encourage you to give us a chance and see what we're doing the rest of the time. I don't even remember, how to spell his last name, but in your mind, you think I'm really into him. So I think that's an interesting example of this distorted media world that we live in today, where a 15-second moment on CNN, something that happened on a random Sunday morning.